Complex parts with many features can sometimes cause rebuild times to be high. The last thing you want is to change a feature and then find you have to wait for the feature to rebuild. Even in cases where the waiting time is short, this can still be frustrating. This iPad cover has many features with 3 variations of each design controlled by configurations. Changing configurations, you can see an example of the time delay due to rebuilding. This Hexstar design is the most complex, and looking at the feature statistics, you can see that it takes approximately 17 seconds to rebuild. Under the SolidWorks general options, you can now turn on the new feature freeze bar. This puts a bar at the top of the feature tree, and anything above that bar will be frozen and won't rebuild. The freeze bar can be dragged to any point in the feature tree, or you can simply right-click on a feature and choose to freeze to this point. Configurations are supported in parts with multiple variations. The feature freeze bar remains in the same place across all configurations. If an update is required to any of the configurations, you will receive a warning and will be given an option to rebuild them. You can also choose not to rebuild the configurations by either saying no when prompted or by right-clicking on the feature freeze bar and unchecking Always Update Configurations. Completely freezing this part, you will eliminate any rebuild time across all configurations. This means that changing configurations, adding or editing new features will not leave you waiting for any time at all. Looking at the feature statistics again for this Hexstar design, you can see that the rebuild time is now 0 due to the whole tree being frozen. The DS logo design was created using an external part as the cutting tool. I'd like to update this design by adding the new Let's Go Design tagline. Any external references or changes to any feature will be flagged to show that they require a rebuild. To update these frozen features that require rebuilding, just simply right-click on the freeze bar and choose to update frozen features. Once this has been performed, the features remain locked and the rebuild time is reduced. The new feature freeze tool in SolidWorks 2012 will allow any user who creates parts with many features to work in a much more efficient and productive way. Reduced rebuild times will save time and help you get your designs finished quicker.